Hey guys, real quick, only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that right now. Hit that subscribe button right below. Baltimore Ravens at the Cleveland Browns. Ravens won pretty handily the first time. There was a lot of turnovers in there. Browns defense held their own. It's Baltimore by 7.5 here. They're 4-5. The 2-7 Browns coming off their loss to the Jets, over under 39.5 from FanDuel. As I said during the Steelers game, if the Bengals can pull the upset against the Steelers, the Ravens could be in first by the end of Sunday if they get the win here. It's, by the way, a 4:25 game going head-to-head with Chiefs, Broncos, and Rams, Seahawks, and everything.
Lamar Jackson missed practice for a bit, but seems to be on track to kind of come back and play. Like, I don't think it's a risk that he's not going to play in this game, but it's at least worth throwing out there as a thing. You would expect Baltimore's offense.
It's a knee, by the way.
Yeah.
Not hamstring.
Right. You would expect Baltimore's offense to be able to do a decent job, even though the Browns' defense did fight pretty hard the last time they played. I think the Browns are in a worse place now than they were in terms of, season's gone. I think they'll probably be okay. The intriguing thing, I think, is the other side of the ball. And, obviously Kevin Stefanski gave up play calling duties. I think if you were to identify anything that changed, you would say there seemed to be a focus on trying to get the ball in the hands of the good playmakers, right? Like they seem to feed the ball to Jerry Jeudy last week. They were trying to manufacture touches for, guys like Malachi Corley. It's like, we've got some playmakers. Let's actually try and get them the ball early and often and maybe get them involved in a game that we could potentially win. And, we've got confidence that David Njoku and Harold Fannin are useful players, but Jerry Jeudy needs to be a part of this game as well, particularly if we're going to need him in the fourth quarter and he's already checked out at that point and dropped passes that we need him to catch. Let's try and feed him the ball early and, get a touchdown on the board and all those kinds of things. So I think if you were to identify anything with this shift in play caller, it's they are trying to get the ball in the hands of people that can actually make a difference on offense. And, Dylan Gabriel had one of his better games last week.
Astute point. I think it was Gabriel's best game from what I saw. And it wasn't saying much. I didn't think he played
It's not
great.
a high bar.
Yeah. He's last in a lot of the metrics, last in PFF grade, second to last in EPA per play, last in average depth of target.
And that's one thing they do appear to be trying to focus on is look, let's just cut loose a little bit. Particularly, you probably can't say this internally, but have some awareness, Mr. Gabriel, to understand that you're on a pretty short leash here and you have a very limited amount of time to show positivity because Shedeur is waiting in the wings. And even if you get the rest of the season, the next guy is coming in the draft. So you've got 5 minutes to show us that you can throw the ball downfield and make an impact. And right now you're not doing that at all. Just go nuts. What's the worst that could happen? You throw a couple of picks and you're benched 5 minutes earlier than you were going to get benched anyway.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Just start taking some shots downfield. Not blindly, but just be more aggressive.
Right.
Dial them up, be more aggressive.
But there's something to just do it blindly.
Especially the way
just show that.
The way Baltimore's set up to Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton playing in and around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Their strengths are there. Where you're throwing the ball over the middle blindly all the time. Kyle Hamilton could be
there's just
eyes on Dylan Gabriel and make a play or two here. So just take some shots down the field. I want to see that from Cleveland.
There's no downside for Gabriel to just cutting it loose and being hyper aggressive. Even if you overcorrect, even if you go too far, even if you throw some picks. You basically have no shot at winning the job at this point based off what you've shown on the field. Being conservative, trying to do it by the numbers, the correct way. Let's only go where I'm comfortable with the ball, where always take the profit, right? You're not making enough profit, so they're going to bench you. So the only thing you can do to change their mind is swing all the way in the other opposite direction and tap into your inner J.J. McCarthy and lead the league in average depth of target and just try and make some big plays.
Start chucking it.
Yeah. YOLO.
Baltimore.
What would Jameis do?
I mentioned this during the Pittsburgh breakdown, but Baltimore has Cleveland and the Jets the next 2 weeks, and then Cincinnati, Turkey Day night. So chance to go on, continue this run. They've already won 3 straight.
Yeah.
That's 3 more games that they're going to be heavily favored, and before they play Pittsburgh on December 7th at home.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the stretch. This is the run that FanDuel's odds anticipated, that when we were making projections of 4 or 5 weeks ago saying, hey, the 1-5 Ravens still have a chance here. Well, they're at 4-5 with a chance to finally get back to 500 here. Even if Tyler Huntley had to play for some reason, still can see them favored by a score, right? So
I mean, yeah, you would still expect them to win, even if it gets a lot closer.
Ravens by 7.5. It's 4:25 Sunday. Where are you going to go with this one?
I'm just going to check the weather first. Cleveland.
Oh, probably windy.
These things can happen. This is a slow-loading weather site, which isn't helping.
Let me get my app here.
Okay, Sunday.
I'm going to get my weather, friends. We're going to get
nothing. It's the same as Pittsburgh, effectively. We got 40s. We got
weak
shower in the morning.
AFC North weather.
Cooler, but some potential wind. So generally not a problem, but don't sleep on wind being a factor.
That's what happens when you have a stadium near the ocean. The
lake.
Ocean. Oil can Boyd. It's the oil can Boyd joke. Dusted it off again.
Doesn't sound like a good one.
Weeks later. That's what he said. I'll take Baltimore here. Is that what you're taking? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I'll also take Baltimore.
Wait, what?
Harry will take
Okay,
Baltimore.
maybe it's going to be very windy.
Oh, what do we have?
So
Abort.
again,
Take Cleveland. Take Cleveland.
right.
Take the Dogs.
Adjust. It gives this thing of wind, west-northwest, I guess is what that is, 22 miles an hour. So it's already pretty high.
That's game plan cutoff worthy.
Gusts to
40.
45.
Wow. All right.
Time to change everything.
Baltimore's run game, though, I think they'll be.
Do you think they'll just establish the run with
Yeah.
with 45-mile-an-hour gusts?
But when that happens, if both teams run the ball a lot, it's one of those 7 or 8 possession games. It tightens it up. I'm still taking Baltimore.
So am I, but I'm not going to regret it.
I think Gabriel has a good arm, but he's not making me look good. He's not really zipping it around. Can he cut the wind here?
When this is a 12-10 game, I'm going to be upset
Yes.
because we called it with the weather.
You, me, or Harry are all taking
gusts.
Baltimore.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video.
You heard the man. Subscribe.